First game, complete sellout, a ton of people in the ballpark, and just a great chance to see the birds play for the first time. So you're well educated in the prehistoric creatures at this point.
As my son would say, I know all about dinosaurs. I had no idea what to expect.
A lot of fun personalities on the 2023 team.
What show do you host? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's one of them. What's going on? He's Ryan Moore. I'm your new host, Sam Weiderhaft, and this is a brand new season of Behind the Seams, presented by RipTydz, Oceanfront Grill, and Rooftop Bar. What's going on? He's Ryan Moore. I'm your new host, Sam Weiderhaft, and this is a brand new season of Behind the Seams, presented by RipTydz, Oceanfront Grill, and Rooftop Bar. It's a beautiful day here at RipTydz, right on the beach. Just perfect spring break weather, a little bit of a breeze, the sun is shining, and Ryan, we're playing games. We are into the 2023 season.
We are in. We finished our first homestand on Saturday.
2 games, played on Thursday and Friday. Let's recap it a little bit. That first game, complete sellout, a ton of people in the ballpark, and just a great chance to see the birds play for the first time.
Yeah, the response from Pelican Nation and fans across the beach, and with spring break going on, having our fans from across the country come on out to the ballpark was awesome. For us to go standing room only the night before, go into the day of the game knowing that every seat has been sold. People are excited. The weather was perfect. Fireworks show at the end. I had multiple people ask me, did you guys do something different with the fireworks? That was just an incredible way to cap off the night.
It was fantastic. I mean, I gotta say, I doing my post-game work in the booth, hearing those fireworks go off, I kind of raised an eyebrow, like, what's going on out there?
They were louder than normal too.
I think you could kind of tell the buzz going into opening night with, the Meet the Team party right here at RipTydz
Packed.
On that Tuesday. Great energy there. Then you get opening night Thursday, and then a great win, 13-1, for the first win of the year on Friday, where the bats really came alive, and just a really fun week overall.
You talk about all these successes that we've had in terms of fans coming out, and I think it's a true testament to the hard work that the entire staff puts in. Full-time staff, our seasonal staff, game day staff work very hard to make it a fan-friendly experience with something always going on. Whether you're a baseball purist or someone who can't stand the game, you can come out to the ballpark and have a good time. So hats off to the entire staff. The off-season can be long, but the reward is always opening day, and I don't think we've had a sweeter reward than the one we had absent a victory on the field.
You're looking at your first 6-game homestand coming up next week. Like I said, we're doing this filming on a Wednesday, but we got that first 6-gamer coming up next week where you got Tacos and Tall Boys, Corona and Modelo, Wiener Wednesday, Budweiser Thirsty Thursday, Family Friday, Ultra Sippin' Saturday, Sunday Fun Day. Just the whole thing laid out, and just a lot of chances for fans to get out to the ballpark.
Yeah, we like to have different offerings on every night of the week. That way, if you're a hot dog enthusiast, come out Wednesdays. You're going to buy one, get one hot dogs, half off hot dogs. That's how we call it. If you like a cold beverage, there's days of the week for that. Fridays, our promotional team does a great job of adding a kids' family theme into the ballpark display of our dinosaur friends. Friday was wild, though. There was a 40-degree drop in temperature from batting practice to the last pitch. It was 85 to 45. Dan Bailey had over 100 blankets in stock in the team store to start the game and not one to end it. It got cold.
I'm telling you, I wanted one up in the booth. I mean, like you said, I'm sweating out at batting practice, talking with the whole team, talking to Buddy, short sleeves, shorts, the whole thing. And it was right when those clouds kind of came in, the temperature drops off, and was it 45 at the final pitch? I've never seen that before.
It was absurd. With a tarp pull.
Yeah.
Impromptu tarp pull right about the time gates were opening. Still got the game in on time.
We did.
And then the birds' bats came alive.
That's what I was going to say. The weather dropped off, but the birds' bats got hot.
Parker, in the leadoff spot, definitely set the tone with the first at-bat of the game, and it just seemed like he built momentum from there, and the rest of the team followed.
Andy Garriola grand slam, the first grand slam of 2023. That was a 13-1 win.
I don't think that ball went over 30 feet in the air.
Shot out of a cannon is what I would say.
That ball was traveling with some speed.
We were on, that was our road to Wrigley on the Marquee Sports Network that day, and they covered that, right? So they were live when that happened, and they were talking about, I almost hit the dinosaur out in left field. I think they got the dinosaur right. I had no idea what that was, but
5 years ago I may not have, but my kids are heavy into dinosaurs. They know what they are, names I don't even know. I smile and nod and then go fact check afterwards and find out that they're actually right.
So you're well educated in the prehistoric creatures at this point.
As my son would say, I know all about dinosaurs.
Question number 1. This is a fantastic one to start off with. Ryan, what's your favorite opening night memory, either working or as a fan?
Honestly, it may be this year. And there's obviously a recency bias to that. Obviously, my first opening day was something that, I had no idea what to expect, so kind of was blown away by the whole experience. The first opening days with when my son was born, and then the second subsequent opening day when my other son was born. Those are all obviously memories, but in a totality moment of all the challenges that we had last year on opening day, going all the way back to 2020 and the challenges that came from that, seeing everything as the way we wanted it to be on opening day, and the gates opening up and they just coming in droves, and they stayed to the end to watch the fireworks show. Obviously, there's a recency bias, but this past opening day was special.
I go back to my first opening night, 2021. So coming off the 2020 COVID year, and just my first game ever with the Pelicans. I think it was May 11th, 2021. Just hectic going into it, right? No idea what I was doing, just trying to figure things out. And then I just get on the air, and I was like, all right, I feel comfortable. And ended up winning a thrilling game. I think it was a one-run game against the Augusta Green Jackets. And then later that week, we had the Matt Mervis walk-off home run in what's been later dubbed as the beer bat game. The opening series in general, just super fun to get back to baseball.
Agreed.
Question number 2. So I had tickets to Saturday's Rainout. I mean, I didn't, but say somebody did. Yeah. I had tickets to Saturday's Rainout. What do I do?
Uniquely in Myrtle Beach, because we are a tourist market and people come here on an annual basis, and when a game rains out, a lot of teams say that that's a rain check for a future game to be used this year. For us, that's a rain check to be used in perpetuity. As long as the Pelicans are playing and you have a ticket from a rained out game, that is your credit for a ticket to any future Pelicans regular season game.
And that's always great for, families coming in on vacations where, Myrtle Beach is where they come every year, right? And say the one game they were going to go to this year gets rained out. Well, you come back next year and you get a chance to do it again.
Exactly. And you see the same families and they remember the same faces as they come into the gates, and, you're taking pictures with the kids and you see them as they grow, and, so that's a unique rain out policy. Probably, not many teams or organizations have that forever rain check policy, but it's worked for us, and we want to make sure people can come out to the ballpark. If it's not this year, then come next. If not that next, then the next, and then the next.
But the hope is that it doesn't rain. So
that is a 4-letter word.
We just pray for no bad weather, and pray for days like today every day of the 2023 season. Okay, so you've seen 2 games at home of this 2023 Pelicans team. What are your first impressions of this year's squad?
I think resilient is a quick one that comes to mind. Going down 6-2 on the home opener, not a ton of offensive output. Then to turn it around the next day against the defending champions who just beat you the night before, and to come out with those bats alive, seeing them bounce back. I think that's that youth, that's that energy, that's that optimism. There's no sullen faces on Saturday thinking, oh, the season's over because we lost game 1. At this level, and at really all levels of baseball, you're going to have your ups and downs. I think it's more about how you manage the downs to get back to the ups. All signs point to a very competitive, good season for the Pelicans, and I'm excited to see some of the guys that we didn't get a chance to see the first 2 games over the next 6.
I think we got a nice little sneak peek into that team energy and that team bonding at the Meet the Team party right here a few days before opening night. The guys were cracking jokes with each other and just having fun with that whole Q&A session. And, I kind of told myself, this is a very fun group that just likes, not only being in Myrtle Beach, but just playing baseball in general. A lot of fun personalities on the 2023 team. Love talking about the group, and it's fun when you have a lot of fun players on the field.
So who do you think on the team is going to be the best content creator for you?
I really like what I've seen so far from Miguel Pabon. He's a young guy who this is his first year as a full-time catcher. So he came up as an infielder, was splitting time between first and catching last year in Arizona, and now he's a full-time catcher. He's bilingual, and just his personality so far and the few times I've talked to him, just hilarious.
He stepped up without being asked to say, hey, can I can I translate this for the guys? And he did that throughout the entire day without being asked to do it. It just showed amazing leadership on day one to feel that confidence to step up and say, I want to be that guy to help connect the English and the Latin speaking players.
Okay, we got one more question to go. And just looking at it right now, this is a great way to cap things off. What are the can't-miss nights at Pelicans Ballpark this season?
Well, we mentioned the Friday nights with fireworks and the kids' themes. We've got a circus night, which is new for this upcoming year, which I'm extremely excited to hear and see. There's a lot of fun ideas being batted around. We have a night with our friends over at the Ripley's Aquarium, so we're going to bring them back over again. They're going to have a new sloth exhibit, and I would love to get the sloth over to the park, but I'm not sure if that's allowable. But if not,
that'll be awesome.
Maybe we'll take some of the guys over there who want to hang out with a sloth.
Yeah.
We've got our military night jersey. We have our deaf awareness, and we have our mental health awareness. And then 18 more fireworks shows every Friday night, the July 3rd. And then we'll pick back up our Sunday summer fireworks that start up in the middle of June and end towards the end of August. And then if we have fireworks, we always end the night with Kids Run the Bases. And I don't know if I've ever seen more kids out there than I did on Thursday night. I was watching that from up on the concourse, and it took a good 15 minutes to get everybody through there.
I didn't know there were that many kids in this world.
How many kids did you think were in the world?
Not that many.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
What's a good fun day to broadcast from the bleachers?
It's been a dream of mine ever since I got here to do a remote broadcast from the stadium, from those bleachers. All right, that is going to wrap up Episode 1, Season 5 of our in-season series. Oh, shoot, I forgot the name again.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. I know.
I don't want to even cut this. I think people need to know. Behind the scenes, it's 3 words.
This is episode 1. This is number 1. Okay, we got a long way to go. We got a lot of improvement. But that is going to wrap up Season 5, Episode 1 of Behind the Seams, our in-season series of the show, presented by RipTydz, Oceanfront Grill, Rooftop Bar. Ryan, it's been a pleasure and excited for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I hope you keep that seat. No, I'm kidding.
It's getting hot right now.
It's a hot seat.
Let's see what happens.
What show do you host? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Talk to my agent.
No, that's a good thing, though. We have so much content coming out that you can't even remember the name of our shows anymore. I mean, that's a good problem to have.
All good. Thank you, Sam. You did great.
Fantastic. We'll see you next time.